Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to another edition of Lowdown Entertainment. In the house, we got Rich Reiner, Mr. Richie Rich.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome aboard.
Happy New Year.
Coming into frame now is our man, Bear Slosher. Good morning, Bear.
Good morning, everybody. So we gotta turn our volume down. He's a new guy here. No, on your phone.
Yeah, we have feedback. So we're doing a little impromptu here on New Year's Eve day, gentlemen.
Yes.
2022
The
is
last day
here,
of 2022.
and it is now gone. So we want everybody to be smart tonight if you're doing anything. So we're doing a little impromptu here.
That'll come up later.
It makes sense.
As we say in the service, I'm keeping that one in the holster.
Yeah, keep it. There you have it. And which led us to another gentleman who hopped on board with us, and his company is Welding for Less.
Welding for Less.
Mm-hmm.
Got a fabrication team going on there.
We do. We have everything happening there. So, and then I'm gonna let Bearman break this one because this is. What do you have for us, Bearman?
Well, just yesterday I got a phone call in the afternoon from a longtime sponsor of my son's racing career, and also what's the
YouTuber sideways.
Go on.
and also of Tyler, my stepson's motocross career. And that sponsor is Remy Pallet, and Don Remy has agreed to come on board and sponsor our show, along with Richie Smith and Brandon Azalina. So this week we landed 3 huge sponsors. And I can't thank them guys enough because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of equipment going here besides our headsets and our soundboards and everything else, which we have put out for over the years, and that's fine. We weren't asking for anything, but it's always nice to get a little bit back, and you know, we can't thank them guys enough. And there's a lot more oars in the water. We're hoping to get more sponsors, and we're going to make commercials, and I will incorporate them into our videos and t-shirts or whatever. We're going to come out with a new t-shirt with the sponsors on the back and the logo on the front, and you know, possibilities are endless, and I just want to keep making epic stuff for you guys. You know, and we can't do it without their help, without your help. You know, let us know what you want. Let us know what you can do for us. We'll let you know what we can do for you. Ultimately, we've been turned down by some folks, and that's fine. And other people said, let me think about it. And, you know, we're all in this industry not to lose money, obviously. We don't want to make money, but it'd be cool to break even, you know. And that's about it. So welcome aboard Smith Fabrications, Welding for Less, and Remy Pallet at this point.
Well, if you don't know about Smith Fabrications, well, Richie Smith, if you're an old guy like me, you watch Richie Smith run the Triple Nickel at Nazareth and a few other cars. But he is also the founder of the Stage 1 Modify.
So it reconnected, but it's going to keep dropping out because of our. I don't have enough.
We don't have enough
Oomph
smoke
here.
here.
Yeah, it's live now. We're back on.
So what do I need to
YouTube
do
live.
here, Bear?
I don't know.
This thing here has,
What, that cut out too?
yeah, this is our LDE feed. I don't know what is that saying there? This is,
Oh, it's just shut off
schedule
like
your
it
next
ended.
live video.
Yeah, just hit that next. And that'll post, but we don't really want that. Yeah, this is not working.
What did you type right there? Something?
No, you're not. It's not even on the right screen. I gotta get in there.
What's your password again here?
For what?
For the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I didn't even go on the Wi-Fi. I stayed
Yeah,
off.
we gotta stay off the Wi-Fi.
I stayed off.
I was wondering if I could make my phone a hotspot. We could do that and use my.
Oh, can you?
I don't
Man,
know.
that'd be awesome.
I'm trying right now, but the thing is, I've got like 1/2 a bar. I don't know if I've got no signal. I've got 5G, but it's crappy.
I have no idea. Here. Live video. Go live.
Go live.
We're live again.
You good?
Oh, now it wants me to rotate my phone back up.
Oh, no.
it's gonna make me go to the Wi-Fi and then you're just drown your Wi-Fi out.
Well, we're back live, folks, so that's good. I don't know how long we're gonna be live.
Yep, I hear you now.
What do we hear? Oh, through YouTube.
Through YouTube, yeah.
Here, let me have your phone. I'll knock that code out for you.
I don't know if it'll work or not.
I don't know. How do I?
Let me see.
Well, we even have a booster down here. It's
Yeah.
just.
It's not, it looks like let me in now. Bluetooth, see if I can find anything.
On YouTube and on Facebook, but nothing. Well, we gotta put our headsets back on. So we're back, guys. We're struggling like usual. There's not enough Wi-Fi bandwidth in the world to power all of the equipment we have, and maybe there's boosters. I don't know, but we need technical help with because let's just be honest, we don't know what to do.
So if you know what you're doing, stop by and
Yeah.
yes, and we can work something out.
But yeah, well, I mean, honestly, we just wanted to come on here and thank the people that are sponsoring us. It's awesome.
Yes, we appreciate the help. Any help at all? Anything helps out. $10 helps out.
Yes, it does.
You know, anything. It doesn't have to be $1 million. We're not looking to run the NASCAR. Seriously.
Not at all. I wouldn't even want to if we could.
No, not really. But yeah, we guys have been watching the shootout. It's been enjoyable. I get kind of shootout overload sometimes. I got to take a break.
Yeah, you know what? There's even years in the past that I watched every single lap.
Me too.
And this year I'm just not in.
No.
I'll tune in tonight for a little bit. See
Yeah.
what's going on.
Season X, that's usually a pretty good show, but
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't sit there for hours and hours and hours and watch it.
And Steve Smith, thanks so much for tuning in, and I enjoyed our conversations this week. Look forward to seeing you down at PPL Center.
Yeah, that's rapidly coming up. The indoor races.
We also have the Rumble going on right now.
The Rumble happened. Yeah, Mario Klauser.
Yeah. Joey Payne's out there in
Yeah.
2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Smoke are teammates
Smoke,
again.
yep, Smoke's out there in the Munchkin, and
I love those cars.
Joey LaCourie's out there running. I saw his name in there, and Mario, I said once again, Mario Klauser, a friend of mine.
Yep.
Who else?
I'd love to pull up the notes I have, but I'm using that phone for that. So I don't remember who's all out there right now.
Yep. So the king of, you've got the second biggest indoor race season on dirt is happening. The biggest race is coming next week, after the following week. Then you've got the Rumble, which is always a good time. Rumbles have been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, Mel Kenyon won the Rumble once.
And the Kenyans are still there.
Yeah, yeah, they're still there, by the way, Don and Mel.
Yep. I saw
And,
a cool picture of them yesterday.
Yep, they're still there. They're probably in their 80s now, but they're still there. But that was always a fun deal there in Fort Wayne, the Rumble. And then we've got the indoor race season heating up here in Pennsylvania, starting in Allentown.
Yep. TQ Slingers.
Yep.
You know, go to AC.
AC, then
Trenton.
for the dirt show in Trenton, yep. The dirt show in Trenton, which has come back this year. Actually,
Yeah.
I think the Salmons had something to do with that.
You going to that?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. I didn't go last time. I was out of town,
Yeah.
but I'm probably gonna go to that.
I think so too.
But,
I want to check it out.
and then about 2 weeks after that, we'll be at Lincoln for the icebreaker. That went quick, didn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There is no off season.
There is no off season. If you're watching, we got people like we got Sunshine and Corey Eliason winning down in Australia right now, and
Yeah, sunshine, he's been hot down there.
got midgets running in New Zealand, and
Yeah, Taylor Reimer didn't have a good time.
no, she didn't. No, she got some sun, I guess. That was about it. She had some
She got
touch.
some airtime.
Yeah, she got some. She flipped for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
After they let the oil line off.
The night before,
yeah,
let
the
the
night
motor
before.
blow, right?
Yeah, the motor seized up, and so she got basically two cars going for the same piece of real estate, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that video.
It happened, because everybody was like, oh, she got a bad deal.
Tight place, that
Yeah.
was. Jesus.
But the one thing I've noticed about Australia and New Zealand infields, they're like golf courses.
Yeah, it's almost like Bloomington.
The grass is beautiful in the
Right.
infields, you know?
We pulled into Bloomington, I thought it was at a PGA. Right?
Yeah. I mean, like, you look at this beautiful grass infield, and it's like, you know, or Victory Lane, it's like Cincinnati Park.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. But that's a bucket list item eventually. I know it's very, very expensive to go. I have some friends from Australia that from Australia, and they always want us to come down, but it's just such a, that's a save up for about 10 years trip.
Yeah, that was gonna be my 50th birthday present to myself, but I didn't wanna go by myself, 'cause
Yeah.
it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, it's a long ride too.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would love to get down there and see them, at least in Australia, run.
That'd be neat.
And you can get out in Australia, see sprint cars and modifieds, because they run small ones.
And kangaroos.
And kangaroos.
And eat Vegemite.
Vegemite, no thanks.
No, tried it.
No,
Didn't like it.
been there. I'll stick to meat pies, thank you.
Yeah.
But, Joe's back.
Hi, Joe. Joe's been trying to monitor our
Hello.
issues.
Yeah, we're trying to get through here and,
We'll figure it out
Yep.
someday.
Hello,
There's
Murray Beasley. How are you
gotta
this
be
morning?
Some sort of booster available.
But,
If anybody knows anything about technology,
Yeah,
especially this kind of stuff, because we do not, I'm sorry.
we got lots of neat stuff.
Yeah.
wanted to let the listeners know too, I don't think we mentioned this, we are now live on YouTube
Mhm.
as we speak.
Yep.
This
And
is, this is technically our first YouTube live.
Yes.
There is a chat there that you can go over there and watch
Mhm.
and interact with us. Please feel free to do so. We want to try to build up traffic on YouTube and build that up. Happy New Year to you as well, Marie. We always appreciate your patronage and we appreciate you tuning in. I think Marie's probably our top fan.
I'd say so.
There's no doubt.
I'd say
Yeah.
And she is currently, besides us three, the only one with a Lowdown Entertainment.
We got
shirt.
swag. This stuff is for sale, ready to fly out the door, can be shipped at your cost to anywhere in the continental United States.
Anywhere in Lehigh County.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah. I got a package for Christmas from a guy that lives down in Lansdale. And it cost $17.90 to send me this package.
Yep.
Like,
It's out off the hook right
It's
now.
who makes
ridiculous.
this pricing up?
I got a
Shippers.
small
It
little.
was from USPS.
Yeah.
Holy moly, it cost me $9 every time I shipped a shirt out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I shipped a shirt to my friends in Dallas.
One of our GoPros is
Dropping.
died.
Also,
And it was $13.
yeah, it's no
Ship a
different.
shirt.
Another thing too, speaking of shirts, we do still have some low down and dirty swag as well. It's very limited in quantities, but it is available. Marie, we love you too. Marie says she loves us.
How can you not?
How she can. No, we
That's
really,
awesome,
really
though.
appreciate you.
We try to do our best.
Yes, we were trying. There's a host of
That's
new equipment here. There's some GoPros here. That GoPro 11, it's off camera, but Bear's dancing right now. We have a dancing bear.
Dancing bear.
And the reason
All I gotta do is get him in Russian hats and we're in good shape.
I do want to.
Joel Smith, thank you very much for tuning in.
Joel. Well, we do have a big announcement this year. As you know, Bear Rich's Great Adventure started last year in January and went until November.
Yeah, it went deep.
We saw, oh my God, we went to 3 different states and stuff that we saw was incredible.
Plus the state of confusion.
Plus the state of disorientation.
You guys hear me?
No.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
You're both a bunch of
Assholes.
assholes. Okay. Let's just put that out
No, I
there.
hear you.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
I can barely understand
Low-
a word.
Lowdown Entertainment this year
Mhm.
will be heading to, are you ready? Drum roll please. The Knoxville Nationals.
Whoa.
We will be there the whole
Holla.
time.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
All 4 nights. And whatever else, other mayhem we can find in
And
around.
the other nights,
And the other nights.
prior to those 4
We
nights.
will be doing a show from the Dingus.
Yeah,
That's already being planned.
yeah.
You know, we do have some friends there, some really, really influential friends that will be there. How cool would it be to put a GoPro on a certain orange and black and blue car? Going around Knoxville?
Well, I think,
Hello, Missy
How
Hoffman.
cool would that be?
I think,
I'm not gonna say anything else but that.
let's not say anything else about that. Yeah, but Lowdown Entertainment will be flying around Knoxville
Yes, we will be at Knoxville Nationals.
in
And we will,
some fashion,
and Bear and I will be there with our security detachment. They will,
right?
yep,
I don't
Lefty
go
and
anywhere
Magnum,
without Lefty and Magnum.
otherwise known as Gordy Ross and Andy Jones. And we've also got a newcomer this time.
Denny, my boy Denny, who's been years and years and years helping Joey Biasi. It's a bucket list trip for him, and we invited Denny along. And Denny's been on a couple of our adventures, like out in Susquehanna and stuff like that. But I've known Denny now a couple of years, and he's a good dude, and he's gonna be fun. He's gonna be fun.
We will be in Iowa. And I've never been to Iowa. I've never been.
It's flat, dude. It's flat. What do we got there?
Joe's pointing at a screen. I'm lucky I can see him.
I can't.
Oh wow, so we have 2 people watching on
Well,
YouTube.
that's
Hello.
okay.
If you're watching on
Hello.
YouTube, hello, how are you?
Stop by, say hi.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, Iowa's crazy, man. It's flat, and like my son and I drove there in 2009, and you look out your car windshield and you see a water tower, and you see that water tower for about an hour,
Mhm.
and then it starts to get bigger, and then a crop duster flies across and it just about takes you off 80, and then that says welcome to this town, and then you see the next water tower, and it's like that for hours. It's flat and
It's
straight.
like the panhandle of Texas. We're like, yeah, we're gonna stop and eat and go to the bathroom with that grain elevator. No,
Yeah.
An hour later, you're not there.
Right,
again.
you're starving and you're peeing.
Yeah. The grain elevator's still like this big. you know?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you didn't realize it was 15 miles away.
So here's what I learned while I got up on that little escapade there. The GoPro 11 Mini, which we got for a Christmas present, doesn't come with a battery or a screen. So it's pretty slick and compact. But it only lasts, what were we on, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
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 And then
It's a short burst.
The GoPro 11, regular size, kick-ass, new GoPro, is still at 100%. It hasn't even
That's
dropped a second.
That's
So
awesome.
that's important to know.
Yeah,
It is, because that's what we're gonna do our epicness in the pit area.
correct, correct.
If you catch my drift.
Correct. I'm gonna toss this out here to, we do have a few, Deuce, thank you for tuning in, my friends. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. No, Deuce race fan.
Oh, hi, Dudes Race Man.
Yes. I wanna toss this out there, and I would like some feedback, if you were kind enough to do so. What would you, as the fan, like to see from us? Do you wanna see more driver interviews? Do you wanna see more in-car footage? Do you want some funky angles of in-car footage? Let us know. Do you want us to
Do you
shut up?
wanna see shop tours? Do you never wanna see us again?
Right. We,
Because it's all a possibility.
we do have some shop tours planned. We are gonna head to DMI.
Manufacturers, yes.
Yes, we're gonna head to DMI, we're gonna do that, our new sponsor, we're actually gonna tour their plant,
Yes,
Remy
we
Pallets, we're gonna head to, I'm sorry, Bear, what town is that in, sir?
Beaver Springs, Pennsylvania. It's
That
about
is their-
3 hours west of here.
And that is their main,
That is their
Squeeze.
Taj Mahal, which
Yeah.
they pump out 13,000 pallets a day.
a day.
That's a lot of wood.
Yeah, I would. So, we're gonna get that, we're gonna get over there and see our buddy Rick Walbach at Lightning Bodies, we're gonna do some stuff on him. You know, maybe we can get an engine builder involved there, and, Tad Cox, thank you very much for tuning in, we appreciate your patronage.
Well, we already have one request from my best friend Brenda about better massages. Oh, I'm sorry, it says more.
Brenda, you can have as many massages as you want, my dear. You are the best. We love you, and you have an unlimited supply of massages.
Always gotta be putting your hands on people, though.
Yes, I do.
Thank God they're in his pockets right now.
It's not saying that my hands still aren't on anything.
Hey, my son's doing it. Hi, Ian. How are you, sir?
Yeah, so we're hoping this year is gonna be a very, very interesting year.
Oh, it'll be interesting. Good, Joe's out.
I'm back.
Neat.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I thought I had to address something.
It's all right.
It'll be fun. We're certainly ending on a high note. We didn't, I mean, I know this was Joe's passion, low-down entertainment for years, and thankfully it was born in April, but how long's the concept been there, 10 years?
The concept, realistically, when Low Down and Dirty was formed, Low Down, the backstory here, if you've heard the story already, I'm sorry, but we need color. So, our good friend of the show, Mark Kenyon, and Whippy, started Low Down and Dirty many years ago. It was a radio show
On the street in Easton.
strictly a radio show. They were actually in a radio booth setting.
Yep.
It was an hour-long show,
55 minutes.
and like I said, 55 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all they did was 55 minutes.
Right.
Fastest 55 minutes in racing, Mark.
And that show kind of ran its course there, and a few years later, myself, Whippy, Scott Deal, and Tammy Wynn, we were asked to be interviewed via phone at Granby Speedway one night during a 76er, almost 10 years ago. So it's about 10 years ago, I guess it is now. And I cannot, pardon me, the lady's name was Kay. She was down in Texas, so she was interviewing us from Texas. It was done through Blog Talk Radio. So we did these interviews. There was a few drivers that were interviewed. It apparently went very well, and this Kay and Tammy Wynn, but yeah, you know what, we should do a radio show about racing. And they approached me about doing this. Whippy already had the experience, obviously, with Mark Kenyon.
Yeah.
They asked me to do the show, and I said, no. Immediately said no. Said I've never aspired to do a show. I hate the sound of my voice. I don't want to see myself. I don't like any of it. And
How do you really feel?
it's true.
Wow.
And they're like, come on, you really did well in the interview and everything. And I didn't know how well I did because I could care less because I didn't want to hear myself. And we had a meeting at a local bar. Kay came into town. It's Ruckus Smith Fabrications right there. And we said, hey, let's try this thing. So we did it was basically an online radio show. There's no video at all like we have now. But it was all done through Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio was an absolute nightmare. They would drop us all the time, and it cost us money to be involved with it. But we did that for many years out of my shop. And then it moved over to the Wingman in East Greenville, a defunct, obviously, wing/bar, or right in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's Mario's Pizza.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, Mario's moved in there last year.
So we did that and chugged on for many years, and ended up at Willow Street Pub, about 3 or 4 years ago, Bear, do you think it is?
At least.
With Michelle.
Well,
Michelle's been an absolute, and
It's been 4.5 years because I moved into East Greenville right by the Wingman when you guys pulled up
Right when we
stakes
left.
and went up to Willow Street.
you're the reason why we left.
Yeah, I was moving.
So, and I
I
want
talked
to
to
give,
the council, so you gotta get these guys out of this town.
yeah, get them out of here.
Thank you.
I-
That's a long ride for me.
Yeah.
I want to give Michelle from Willow Street Pub a huge shout out. She has taken care of us
Mhm.
exponentially.
Yeah.
Such a sweetheart. The entire staff is so nice
Yeah.
there. From
And their food is great.
the food is fantastic. If you have never been to Willow Street
I
Pub,
should have told my wife to stop for wings.
Yeah, they
No,
got
you're
That's
thinking
it.
about it.
fail
Yeah.
on your part.
You're welcome.
But no, you know what? You've gone above and beyond just by supplying the speakers.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not giving them money for that pizza, are you?
No.
I'm not.
No.
The least he could do is feed us. We
Right.
have to put up with them. Are we any good at crap? he's still here.
Well, I was just thinking that you wanted to do, this was your dream, but you had to find 2 suckers to go in with you, so here we are.
Well, yeah, back to the story, so the whole, the whole deal, the whole deal rolled in with this, with the radio show concept, and then, Facebook Live came into play here. Time flies, 5 or 6 years ago, then Low Down and Dirty started doing Facebook Live stuff, so now that put the ugly mugs in front of the camera along with the voices.
I have a face for radio.
Yeah, same here. And it just, but the whole time, like basically from the very beginning, I created the logo for Low Down and Dirty. And if you ever noticed on any Low Down and Dirty logo, at the top it always said Low Down Entertainment Presents. I always wanted to have like an umbrella kind of thing above Low Down and Dirty. Something bigger, broader, a much greater outreach. And not just with dirt track racing. I still want to, and there's a lot going on here. This is like a full-time job. I don't have to explain that to these guys, because we bust our butt on this. But we want to have an outreach that just not only reaches modified sprint car, micro, stage ones, whatever on dirt. We want to reach out to quarter midgets. We want to get down to that level, because those kids are our future. We need to.
Times that all by 2 and go on the asphalt side.
We need to go. I want to go straight line racing, motocross racing.
Snowcross racing.
I'll stay home for that.
We got connections in upstate New York.
We do. We do. Fortunately, because all 3 of us are old, and so we've been around long enough that we know a lot of people, and we have done some networking. We know some people here and there. We do have some connections with Maple Grove Raceway for a friend.
By the way, it raced yesterday.
What?
Maple Grove had a show yesterday. It was scheduled for today, but they canceled
God
it because
bless
of the
them.
weather. Started at 9 a.m.
Wow.
What am I hearing?
TV's upstairs.
No,
This is the light problem.
it could be that.
It could be this. It could be this
Probably
computer.
the guy that's in charge of
I think
it
it's-
there.
I think
Who
it's
yelled at Rich
operator.
earlier.
I think it's operator issue right now.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. We mute it and it goes away.
I wish I could do that to you.
I I
On
kind
both accounts. And
your words sting.
This is
all
why
the
I'm
time.
sitting in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to keep
Your
these
words,
two
what do they
children
call that,
separated.
moderator?
Yeah, I'm the parent here.
Yeah,
thanks.
you're the only adult supervisor.
So, well, I'm the adult supervisor, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
So,
we're screwed.
And
So-
so I'm the voice of reason, we're in trouble.
So back to the story, that is where Low Down Entertainment was spawned, and this has been my idea, my dream, whatever you wanna call it, for several years, and about, I don't know, 12 or 14 months ago, a little over a year, I reached out to Bear and I said, how are things going with the show? We talked about the show, even though I wasn't on for several years, I was always a kind of a background guy. I had other people reaching out to me and bounce ideas off me and things like that, which I really appreciated. And Bear and I had a stellar, probably like a 2-hour conversation. It was a long one. And I told him what I wanted to do with Low Down Entertainment. And thank God, he's like, you know what, I dig this. I really do. And then once I found that Bear was on board, I approached Rich, and, you know, Rich was totally on board because Rich is a YouTube guy. Bear was not a YouTube guy. Bear knew
No, I
nothing.
honestly knew nothing about
Nothing
it.
about
and I know now 5%.
Yeah. Obviously, we reached out. I reached out to Whip. Whip did not buy into the YouTube program. Whip wanted to keep.
And it's not for everyone.
It's not. It's not. That's why Baskin Robbins has 31 flavors ice cream. It's, you know, everybody's got their own thing.
Teach his own.
Yeah. Whip wanted to keep Low Down and Dirty as strictly a Facebook Live deal, and that's fine. This is why we kind of spawned off here. We're not competing against each other. We're all together on this. So we're not a knockoff. We're not a spin-off or anything like that. This is
We just want
part
to
of the
go
deal.
more in the video direction.
It's more of a
Yeah.
division.
It is a division. Yeah.
Division
To
era.
bring better content and get more people involved, and you know, the ultimate goal is this. You know, when the weekend's over, we want you to head to Low Down Entertainment on YouTube and go, what happened in California?
Yeah.
What happened in Texas? What, you know, hey, there was a drag race in Texas, what happened here? Because we want so much content coming in from all over that the goal is to make it your one-stop shop for everything. For lack of better terms, and not to knock off of Area Auto Racing News, I always wanted to be the digital version of Area Auto Racing News. Like, people, I remember as a kid and through my 20s and 30s, if the racing paper didn't come on Tuesday like it was supposed to,
Oh.
you're pissed off.
You're salty.
You're like, we are very salty.
Right.
Like, where's the paper?
Is,
Well, that
is
was-
our mail carrier off today?
Yeah, like what happened to him? Did he lose a limb? Where's he at?
It's a holiday, it's Memorial Day, oh my God, are they gonna be delayed?
Yeah, we're gonna be a day
Right.
late, because we didn't have the interwebs, we didn't, now, we live in a society of instant gratification, and I understand that.
Mhm.
A lot of times, we know
That's coming down, so.
who, you know, who picked up the checker flag
Sorry.
as soon as it falls. And we understand that through the advent of Facebook and you know, other
Instant
social media,
Messenger.
yeah, all that kind of stuff there. So, but, you know, we wanna document this stuff, accompany it with some video, some really cool clips, and just some nice commentary, some nice interviews. We, as collectively, we all kind of have the same mindset when we're interviewing a driver. Yes, we want to talk, hey, you just won last week, it was a big win, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, everybody does that. We like to get the more personal side of our drivers. And, you know, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Like, what do you do when you're not thrashing on your car? What do you do when you're not trashing a car? You know, the Sheldon Halden Shield interview always pops up into my head with that, because it was just an awesome deal. He was just setting up his,
The merch trailer.
set his merch trailer, and this is all stuff that needs to be done.
I'll talk to you guys for an hour, but here's what I'm doing currently.
He's busy.
And he wasn't kidding.
He was not
They
kidding.
him and Zan were sweeping the trailer out, and
Yeah.
they were unboxing some merch, and they had to go to the UPS store in Hanover the next day to pick up
Right.
new stuff.
Yep,
So they had drop shipments to go get, they had to do that, and then they were gonna find some way to go out and get something to eat then.
Right.
They had to go something to eat.
Along
Right.
with getting the oil change in the motor home.
Yeah.
yeah,
motor home,
yes, that had to be done.
And you know, you gotta walk the dog and make
Yeah.
sure everybody's not sick and everybody's
Yeah.
fed and everybody's
Yep.
asleep.
They've got Pella they gotta take care of, so they got.
And
they
oh,
got
by the
dog.
way, they raise cars.
Yeah,
But the best analogy I ever heard about an outlaw race sprint car driver, and all the years I've been watching the Outlaws, this goes back before there was Outlaws. He said, I am a bus driver 90% of the time, and I'm a sprint car driver 10% of the time.
that's
I
true.
drive my bus most of the time.
That's true.
That's what I'm doing, I'm
True.
a bus driver.
I mean, that's,
And he's got a nice bus. He's got a nice
Yeah.
bus.
yeah.
But,
So, yeah, we want to get these different perspectives of things, and, you know, we have some ideas, and that's why I said, if, you know, anybody that's listening right now, if there's something that in particular that you would like to see or you're interested in, do not ever hesitate to reach out to us through Facebook or on the show here, or see us in person. We're always up for new ideas and new perspectives with everything. We're doing this, we're not doing this for us, you know, we enjoy doing this, but we want to entertain. We're goofy sometimes, we don't, we can be serious when we have to, but I like to keep things a little bit more lighthearted. That's just more my personality. So I try to make a joke out of pretty much everything, but there's a time and a place where you gotta do that. We can bring some serious stuff. And one of the proudest things that we did this year on Low Down and Dirty was the whole organ donation deal.
Oh, yeah.
Through
Yeah.
Driven to Save Lives.
We worked with 3 really good charities this year.
That was a really epic deal. And we put a lot of information out there that particular evening. I was, just from a humane standpoint, that was probably the proudest show I ever felt to be involved with.
We got a lot of good feedback on that show.
We did. And, you know, we made the awareness, and that's the kind of stuff too. You know, so there again too, it doesn't even always have to be racing kind of related. If there's something that you're passionate about that we can involve this in, if there's a charity that you feel very strongly about, please let us know.
Yeah, it just so happened that with Bear and I this year, we were involved in, well, I've been involved with Driven to Save Lives for several years now.
You guys are ambassadors.
Yeah, Bear and I are both ambassadors. We actually got to do the ambassadors meeting with the Clausens and Emerson out at Port Royal during the
Yeah.
3 race deal we had. And Taylor, of course, was there. And then, when we went to Indiana, we had the today's champions with the Hodgins,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for against recognized autism and things, are the great things they're doing for individuals that are challenged with autism.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also got to work with not only Stanbro, the Kicker for Cancer deal to fight childhood cancer in Indianapolis Hospital. And that was pretty good. We actually did the cornhole tournament, and Bear had some stuff for the auction that went off, and then I did the two-seater ride,
Mhm.
and all that went to the donation for them. So we've got 3 really good charities I'm really, really proud to be with, and all 3 are run by great people.
Great, like unbelievable.
Unbelievably great people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ben and Beth and BW with Morris today's champions, and then of course the Clausens, and then the Stambros with the Kicker for Cancer. It's a great deal, and I was extremely proud to have a small part with all of them.
They did amazing things.
Yeah.
As many of you have noticed, Bear has hopped off camera here, and
But
he's doing more GoPro stuff on GoPro time.
he's putting some miles on here between his.
He is. This is pretty awesome.
But I was probably all the things we did this year and all the places we've been and all the things, I was probably the proudest of to work with those 3 organizations and anything.
Yeah,
we could be a small part
That
of
was
it.
an awesome show, and we got a very tiny part in it, but
Yep.
we did our part, and that's, if everybody does that and steps up. One of the other things that happened on the show this year, I thought I was really proud of, was the young man at Eldora.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember his name, and I apologize for that, but the outpouring of
Yes.
merch
Yep.
and swag that those drivers stepped up and done
Yep.
was just absolutely
Yeah,
positive.
he actually got something from us.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
he
all
did.
signed a shirt.
Yeah.
Excuse me for
Tyler
walking.
Tyler McKinney, that was his name.
Tyler McKinney, yes, that's what it was.
His mom watches this show, and it was, it all started, I don't know if you saw it or not, but it all started when he was at Eldora, and he would sit for hours with nothing on the track waiting.
Just waiting.
And
He
it
was
said,
ready to
mom
go.
said it'd be nice if somebody come up and talk to him. Well, next thing you know,
Everybody was
up there talking to him. I mean, everybody.
That's
Yeah.
the beautiful part of social media.
And
Yeah.
and then when he was there for the Dream and the World 100, there was guys showing up to talk to him, and then
Yeah.
he was getting water truck rides, and then of course they had a trailer fire. Unfortunately, he lost a lot of
He
stuff. that
lost most of that merch
Yep.
that he originally
and
had
a
gotten.
couple of pets were
Yeah.
killed,
Yeah,
and it was a tough time for him. And then and of course the racing family, once they found out,
they
he
were.
actually got merchandise from people who weren't even at those races that
That's
he
true.
went to see.
Yeah,
That sent him stuff.
after the fire, the racing community rallied even more
Mhm.
and helped that young man out. So that was absolutely awesome stuff.
That was really good.
And-
That was we started a thing earlier this year called "What's Good in Racing," because all you ever hear is, "Oh, this track stunk and the circuit was dirty and
Right.
this and that." Well, we decided
Right.
we're going to start looking for things
Right,
that what's good in racing, and that he was out there I think 2 or 3 times this year.
exactly.
You know.
The other, speaking of merch, we gotta give a huge shout out to Rico Abreu, because he came through clutch for us this year. Number one, he autographed T-shirts for us
Yep.
as giveaways.
Mhm.
Number two,
Awesome interview.
awesome interview. And number three, he was repping Low Down and Dirty. I think it was down in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Was it Bridgeport?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
wearing
he
our
had
shirt.
our shirt
He
on.
had our shirt on.
Yep.
And maybe that's not a big deal to you guys, but man, we think it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, to have
to
someone
do
of that caliber, that's that well known.
Yeah,
I mean, he's the king of merch. He's in
He is.
marketing. He's the king of it. I mean, he could probably never race another race car ever, and he'd probably still sell $1 million of merch.
he would. He
He's
would.
just that good. He's that popular. And he's that.
Yeah.
You know, he's that.
There's just too much going on here.
What we got here?
Good show.
So,
And the reason I had to get up for these, this is the maiden voyage for these GoPros, and
Yeah, this is the first time we're using the brand new GoPros,
Yeah.
so,
this is trying to reconnect.
and we did
and now
two
I
good
did
interviews. We had
reconnect.
some great people on this year. I mean, we had Rico. We had of course your favorite guy, Justin Peck.
love Justin
Great
Peck.
guy.
Justin
Justin Peck
Peck
is so
is
cool.
like the coolest cat
Yeah.
I have ever met in my
Yeah.
life, man. I hit it off with him,
Yeah, he was.
and
he's
he
a
is
good
just,
guy.
he's legend, man.
And we had him at the meet and greet there for the PA Sprint Week when they were here. And he had him and Anthony Macri, and they got together. And if you ever met Anthony Macri, he's a really quiet, kind of subdued guy. And Justin's just like,
Oh, he brought out the
he's
best
out there.
in him, yeah.
yeah.
we-
And they were feeding off each other.
They were.
We said, "You guys wrecked each other." He goes, "I don't know. We wrecked each other." And Anthony's like, "I don't think on purpose." Okay,
yeah,
good.
That was a pretty epic conversation.
Yeah, I got a great picture of those two that I can't publish.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Oh,
good.
we
I
saw
saw
it.
But I haven't. I've sent this to people, but
Betty Johnson, we appreciate you tuning in here. We have something here from Marie Beasley. She's a big supporter of the Autism Around
Yes,
Breast
she-
Cancer and Ryan Blaney's Alzheimer's Foundation. So,
there's a couple
and
more
she's a
things we
national
can look
donor
at.
too. So,
Yep.
Marie,
There's something there. I looked at the Ryan Blaney deal, and I know that Dave reps out a lot of the sprint car, the Ryan Blaney
Right,
Foundation. I have
right.
looked into that, so that might be something you want to do this year. Because even though Ryan, he's an asphalt guy, he's a NASCAR guy, but
Right.
his family are legendary in dirt.
correct.
I mean, all his uncle,
Lou,
his father, and his grandfather are all the
it's-
sprint car Hall of
They're all
Fame.
there. They're
Yeah.
all there.
Dave and Lou.
Perhaps we should get involved. with
Yeah, so
that
maybe we have to
somehow.
look into that somehow, because he's a good guy, you know. Every time you see Ryan Blaney, he's like being interviewed, he has a Williams Grove shirt on.
Yeah,
or-
he's always repping the
Yeah,
dirt.
the old school stuff, so.
Yeah, we dig
So,
that.
yeah, we can do that, so that might be a good thing. I know that's how his grandfather passed away from that,
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So that might be a good thing to look into.
I just can't keep up with the Wi-Fi signal, guys.
Yeah,
That's all right.
mine's going in and out, so I do apologize.
Yeah, we're sorry about this, like I said, we're.
We have a lot of things that are just sucking so much broadband right
Yep.
now, but,
Eventually that YouTube live is gonna go off because that battery's gonna die.
Okay.
That can't keep up with the Wi-Fi in my house because we're so far away from the router, even though I have a booster here.
Right.
And we're just giving a
Yeah.
product out.
Yeah.
well, listen,
Sounds good
what,
to me.
I think we accomplished what we wanted to do. Again, we
And we're
cannot
going
thank,
hours,
we
so-
cannot thank Smith Fabrications enough.
Right.
We cannot thank Remy Pallets enough, and we certainly cannot thank Welding for Less enough.
Mr. Aswani.
Richie Smith at Smith Fabrications, you know, you can reach out to him through Facebook. Welding for Less is not a brick and mortar business. It is an online business only. It's strictly online. They have all kind of welding supplies. I mean, everything and anything from the tools to tables to safety equipment. And they have everything.
Right.
Everything you need, go on there. I was on their website. It's very easy to navigate. The ordering process is very easy. They also have a live chat in the lower left-hand corner, so if you have any questions about anything, somebody will be there to answer with you and help you through the process and get the exact product that you need. Plus, you can actually track your order through the live chat as well. So that's a very interesting thing. I do not, and I apologize for this, the Remy Pallets deal just literally unfolded
Last night.
hours ago.
Less than 24 hours.
Their,
Yeah, so-
their website, REMMEY Pallet, Remy Pallet, their website is intense. And
Okay.
they are in the process of updating it, but go on there and watch the YouTube video from their Beaver Springs plant. It's maybe 3.5 minutes long, and just watch how these pallets are built. It's intense, man. And at that point, they were putting out 9,000 pallets a day, and they're at 13 now.
That's incredible.
Everything you touch, 95% of everything you've touched today has been palletized at some point. in
At
time.
some point in time, that is correct. That is correct.
I see, I'm in that business, actually. I'm in the logistics business, and pallets are a huge part of it.
Mhm.
And there's different sizes, different makes, you have
Yeah.
international pallets, you have pallets for steel, you have collection
Plastic,
pallets.
wooden.
Yep. And it's
Keeps things going.
everything, they say everything you have came on a truck, pretty much everything you own came on a pallet somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
I'm looking forward to that plant
Yeah.
tour.
That, the plant tour is gonna be kinda cool.
I've-
Yeah, so
Seen some
Bear
of
said
those.
it's dropping off for him as well. So we
Yeah.
do apologize that, we're gonna wrap. I
Yeah,
just wanna
we're gonna get
finish
out
up
of
with, thank you again, Richie Smith. Richie is, again, we said that he's the exclusive manufacturer of the Stage 1 Modifieds. The Stage 1 Modifieds put on a hell of a show out there at Shellhammer Speedway on Wednesday nights.
And he's putting our boy Anthony DeLessio
I was gonna get, yes, thank you.
in a car,
In a car,
329-23.
opening day, Shellhammer Speedway, we're gonna be pumping that, you're gonna get sick of hearing Shellhammer Speedway and Anthony DeLessio, because we're gonna pump that
Yeah.
hardcore when
And
it
he's
gets
flying in
closer.
from Indianapolis to roll out in a Stage 1.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
that should be cool.
Yes, so Richie was kind enough to put him up in a house car, and as Bear and I said on Monday when we did our impromptu deal, it'd be so cool if little Ryan and Anthony DeLessio were in Victory Lane that very night. So it's gonna be a meet and greet there at Shellhammer Speedway. It's gonna be some great stuff. Before we go, Bloomsburg has some things cooking. They're gonna be racing on Thursday nights.
Schedule dropped yesterday.
Yep, that popped out here, so that's new.
Richie Tobias, the promoter,
Richie is the promoter, so they're gonna be running,
speedsters,
obviously speedsters,
602s,
602s,
slingshots,
slingers.
and one more.
It was a 4-division deal.
Yeah, but there's a lot of,
There's gonna be filler. You
And
get-
there's
There's
filler
gonna be,
there,
there'll
too.
be ARDC midgets, there'll be,
Yes.
you know, probably, maybe 305 sprint
that's
cars.
what I was thinking, probably.
Yeah, 305
So-
sprint cars. There'll be a smorgasbord.
This is great news. We lost the Bloomsburg Speedway many years ago, and
1988.
we all know at this point in time, it's way easier to lose dirt tracks than it is to gain them back. So be thankful that this is back and running. If you can do it's a Thursday night, and I know it's tough. For me, honestly, I love the place, but it's just too far for me.
It's, yeah. For a-
It's
I would
2
say for a
plus.
school night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
it's-
school night, that's tough.
It's tough.
It's easy for Kutztown or Shellhammer,
Yeah.
because it's very close.
It's
to us.
close, yes.
And I'm sure it's not as easy for people that live further away. They
Ex-
hate it. you know?
Exactly. So it's not
Gonna be the Shellhammers in Kutztown in probably
Half an
20,
hour,
25
right?
minutes, half an hour.
exactly. So it's if you don't see us patronizing these places, it's not because we don't like it. Obviously, it's just logistically we cannot get there. But please get out there and support this place. You know, it was resurrected. This is a gift. We got a do-over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
so
Just like Grandview.
just like
Yeah,
Grandview,
really.
we got a
County,
do-over.
in Orange County.
And Orange County, you're correct, you know? So it's very important for you race fans to get out there and support these divisions, support these venues, support these shows. And it's great to see that that's going. So thank you, Richie Tobias, for stepping up there and getting that program going. And now, just a quick question, are they still gonna run speedsters and slingshots on a Wednesday night at Kutztown?
As
Absolutely.
far as I know they are.
So you have a double dose.
Quick turnaround.
If people can make that happen, yes.
So you'll have Action Track Wednesday, same deal, you know, with the slingers and the
And
speedsters.
Richie, and Richie.
And Richie.
And Richie. And we're gonna haul
Now,
an hour and 20 minutes north
North.
and run,
that could go either direction, in my opinion. It could be a bad thing for the entire speedster slingshot community, or it could be a very good thing, because now, nobody's saying you gotta run both tracks.
You got choices.
yeah.
Now, maybe a guy that's a 10th place car
Mm-hmm.
goes and focuses on Bloomsburg,
Sure.
that's gonna be his home track.
Now he's a top 5.
Now he's top 5 car.
Right.
And possibly picking off some W's.
Changes
I
the
don't know.
season. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a good thought process,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Thanks.
we got.
You usually don't give me
I don't
credit.
give you credit for anything, but that was
No,
actually
that's-
kind of legit. That was legit,
Yeah,
bro.
that's got some validity to it.
That does.
I thought about that overnight.
Yeah.
You can, gives you a choice now, you can run.
If I own one of those cars, honestly, and being a working man, I can't get to both tracks every week.
Right.
I can't come home Wednesday night, do maintenance, and go to Thursday. I'm gonna pick or choose. This is my track,
Right.
so now you can focus. You know,
That's
my
great
opinion.
thinking. Yeah, so we wish everybody luck competing at one and or both
Yeah.
venues. And of course, I didn't mention this, but obviously the 600 wingless micros will be at Kutztown
Yeah.
as well. I didn't mention that.
That's a no-brainer though.
Yeah. So yeah, that's great stuff. So
Kutztown's got some serious stuff planned this year.
they got some very serious
You're
stuff
looking
planned.
at,
You
you
know,
know,
look at USAC
USAC
410.
National Tour, you got some
Yes,
short
short
track
tracks.
Super Series.
There's big stuff popping there. There's no
all
question
kinds of
about
stuff
that.
going on.
Do
Kutztown's,
they have an extreme midget race?
yes, I believe they do have
They
extreme
got
midget
a heck of a
race.
schedule.
Yep, them and Lanco and,
You know, there's
extreme midgets.
and you know with Doug Rose being involved in that too, not the Bloomsburg end of it, but the action track end of it.
Yeah,
He's got high limit down there at Bridgeport, so there's big things
Yeah.
popping off.
got
at,
two
uh,
high, you
Bridgeport,
got two high limit races in the area this year.
Yeah.
That's the,
We're the only two
Brad
tracks in the
Sweet.
area. Yeah.
Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson show, both paying $23,000 to win. $23,023.
That's no joke. To the best of my knowledge, as far as Grand Speedway goes, that will be the highest paid sprint car
Yes,
winner's take
yes,
ever.
yep. That'll be the highest grade, the highest winning, yeah.
Yeah. So that's no joke.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's going to show up because they
Well, it's just
high
like,
limit piggybacked off of all the
Summer Nationals.
outlaw stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they're only allowed to run X amount of shows.
4 shows.
Is that what it is? I didn't remember.
And I'm pretty
So-
much guarantee you the million is gonna be one of them.
The million is definitely, you're gonna,
It's gonna
yeah,
be one
the
of them.
million's gonna be,
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah.
So does somebody,
I'm not that smart, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen.
does someone, yes, Deuce fan, the Kutztown is stacked this year.
Yes.
I'm beginning not to like the GoPro 11.
That's okay. So. We have a grumpy bear now.
Do you have your pedometer on, so you see how many steps you're getting here?
You're gonna see this fucker go for a ride here.
And we're
Why?
live
It's
again.
overheating.
Really?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe you gotta put a fan on it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, it's
But,
been
hey,
running
this is-
for an hour and a half.
This is how we learn about our, this stuff was literally unboxed last night, correct, Bear?
This morning.
This morning, okay, my bad. It was literally unboxed this morning
Right.
and charged and put into production here, so it's a learning curve. These GoPros are fantastic pieces of equipment, but you gotta learn what you're doing with
The
them.
picture is great, I mean.
Picture quality is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I
So-
did read that the 11s overheat and but you know what, it's not gonna be running for an hour and a shot in a car.
Correct.
No, it's gonna have all kinds of air moving around it.
Yeah,
But, so that's, yeah, Kutztown,
it's all good.
Kutztown's gonna be interesting this year. Grandview's got back, they've already got a Speed Week show, the Pennsylvania Speed Week. They're probably looking at, down in Bridgeport, you got a dirt show, you've got the Outlaws coming back, the All-Stars coming back. This time they're coming back in May. They also do there in May.
Yeah.
And they've got a whole bunch of modified stuff planned down there at Doug Rose's place.
Not to prolong this conversation, but the Outlaws are coming back to Bapsquehanna.
Yes, they are.
For the
They're coming
first
back
time
to
in
Phillips.
30
First
Yep.
time in a long time.
Miss Husky.
And I was at the last one, I know that.
Yeah, so
That's back when
That's
we were
gonna be
race fans.
very,
It's gonna
very
be
interesting.
Good stuff. It's gonna be really, really good
But
stuff.
now, but a little closer to home here, don't forget, next weekend, 6th to the 7th, the Allen Torn Indoor Race.
Yep.
You see us walking around, stop, say hello, introduce yourself.
Yes, please, because we're gonna be busy, around like noon. It's
Yep,
kinda
so-
like I am now,
Yes,
but
stop-
even busier.
Stop and say hello, how you doing? I like the show, I don't, get off, you guys stink, whatever. Any kind of, anything, feedback is good.
And if you want stickers, t-shirts, hats, I got it all, let me know.
Yep. So,
Yeah, reach
You don't
out
have to
to
worry,
them.
you don't have to pay for shipping either, that's the nice thing, you can take it home with you.
Yeah, when you buy it, right there,
Yeah.
exactly.
Lucky
Yeah,
enough
so
we could take Joe Adams home.
Yeah, really,
that's not fair.
please take it home.
That option is gonna fail.
Right.
But yes.
I'm gonna owe somebody money to take me home.
Yep, so we're gonna be there, running around the 6th and 7th at the PPL Center in beautiful downtown Allentown, Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
home of Briggs Danner and,
Chicken Pete's.
yeah, Chicky and Pete's, and, home of Briggs Danner and, Eddie Sachs and Doug Hoffman and some other racing greats. So,
Should be some good stuff.
Yep.
Looking forward to the GoPro video. Kyle likes the shit too, man. I love Kyle.
I'm
He's
looking
awesome.
forward to,
Matty Mertz is also, Mark Moore's gonna be getting it. This is all gonna be great stuff,
And
man.
Mark's in a fresh car too,
Yep.
brand new.
brand
Is that a
new.
brand new car?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's ballsy.
That
New
is
car, new body. We're gonna debut it indoors.
Indoors. Let's cross our fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Good for them.
See how it goes, little close quarters there, running outside the hockey rink.
That is awesome stuff. I seen, Lucky Seven Designs was looking and sticking that, just,
Finishing it up, yeah.
good for him.
Can't wait to see it.
Good for him. Yes, and again, we can't thank Mark Moore enough and the entire team for just allowing us to ride along with them. I mean, they give us a really nice spot on the front of the door, in
Yeah.
front of the number. Like, it's no joke. It's not like a tiny little deal. It's,
Yeah, you're getting some good time there, so
Yeah.
it's good space.
so we can't thank them enough. But again, thank you to our freshly minted sponsors that we have. We are so happy to have them. Smith Fabrication, Remy,
Excuse me.
Welding for Less. We open our arms wide. What is this,
Anybody
Deuce?
fancy
Hold on.
that? Smith Fab.
Smith Fabs.
I'm looking around, we're in Bear's Barn, I'm looking at the decoration on the wall there, we've got a large poster of Dave Darling on my left and the Jeff Walker 11.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And on the right over here is the great Ryan Clausen in the Clat 6 Silver Crown car, looks like he might be at Terre Haute.
When that tree comes down, that's where my big 30 by 40 team that's poster goes.
Why don't you just leave the tree up all year?
Why don't you go home?
I am. I am, because I've had enough of you.
On that note, I think it's time to go home.
Deuce,
Happy New Year.
Deuce, I like how you think, but with inflation, everything's going up, we gotta bump them prices up, bro. We gotta fluff them a little bit more. So,
We got-
one
we
se-
got- we got-
he says $1.75 a hug this year, $1.75 a hug and $5 a kiss.
So we've
Like
been,
the hugs that you drink.
No, that's a squeeze from the big A.
hey, we even had to raise the price of beer by a quarter at the VFW.
It's true.
I'll tell
It's-
you.
Well, we
Things-
thought about putting a kissing booth out at,
No, you
Shell
thought about
Paradise.
it, no, you thought, I'm talking to Bear
I
the
need to
other.
make money, man. You need a kissing booth. You need to
I-
be the kisser.
We will lose our ass.
I won't. I mean, you're the guy making the money.
No,
I'll
no.
be-
He's like, we did a kissing booth, that'll be great
I'll
for
be over
low
I'll
down.
be over by the starter stand eating pickled eggs and burst beer.
Good for you.
Dutch platter.
Good,
Dutch platter.
yes, the
They're
Dutch
stepping
platter
their game up this year. They're
Yeah.
gonna have souse and tripe.
and dry.
I'll pass on both
God.
ends.
And grappling. Brenda, you may not know this.
No, but yeah, we're
We
at
should get
that.
a Dietrich
Yeah,
on
we're,
this.
yeah, we're
I
at that
cut,
too.
I cut it off with ring bologna and pickled rice. That's right, draw the line.
Listen,
That's the extent of my
the
Dutch.
tripe and the souse, if you don't know what it is,
Don't.
just Google it or ask an
If you-
older.
if
It's
you
like
got-
a cousin to scrapple.
Yeah, if you got
It's a distant
a,
cousin.
if you got an older relative with a German last name like mine, ask them what they are,
Yeah.
and they'll give you a quick breakdown.
If you suddenly wake up one day with a hankering for pig eyeballs and
In jelly.
And who doesn't?
and nostrils,
Encased in jelly.
yeah, and maybe some nose cartilage or maybe some teeth or whatever. I mean,
Anything but the oink.
they throw everything in there. So you gotta be a
I think it's
trooper.
time we pull the plug.
It is, and we thank everybody that tuned in here today. Yeah, we're having a good time. So we wish everybody a very happy, prosperous new year. Please, please, please listen to us. Be safe tonight. Be smart. If you go out, if you can stay where you're going, please stay. If you do have to travel, put your head on a swivel and just be smart. Please, please, please. And remember, Richie put it out there. Rich, tell them again. You're gonna be in East Greenville.
I'll be in East Greenville at the Red Hill VFW with a bus. I will be totally sober, and I will come within reason. I mean, I can't come and get you if you're in like Harrisburg, but if you're somewhere in the Perkins Valley or Quakertown area, you need a ride home, call the Red Hill VFW. I'm sorry I don't have the number handy here, but you just go ahead and Google it, it'll come up, and the bartender will answer, and they will dispatch me or Erwin Klein out to come and get you, because they'll be driving around too.
Mhm.
And we don't want to see if you watch the show, I want to see you next year.
Absolutely.
And remember, it's amateur night.
It is amateur
It's
night.
amateur night, that's why I'm in a freaking,
And it's
And two-
foggy as hell.
yes,
Yeah.
that's why I'm in 15 or 20,000 pounds of steel tonight.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So be smart. We do not have an LDE or LDD. That's a lot of LDs.
A lot of initials.
We do not have an LDE or LDD show scheduled just yet. We are still tinkering with new equipment, and again, you're probably sick of, tired of us saying that all the time, but it is overwhelming here. But as soon as we have some stuff ready to go, I'll get a press release together, and we'll put that out there, let you know we're gonna go live again. We're also gonna be dropping a press release for our friends at Remy Pallets here, once we get some information. Again, we apologize, we were so excited, we wanted to come on today and just get it out there. It literally transpired and unfolded last evening with Remy Pallets, so we don't have a whole lot of information, but we will certainly get a nice press release put together. As Bear said, please go to their website, they have a great.
It's really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pallet, whatever. Go watch how that sucker is made. It's neat.
I found it fascinating about the workers that work there that you told me about. That's
Yeah.
really too.
Yeah, so the Amish community graduates in the 8th grade.
In the 8th grade, which is what, about
So
14?
you graduated, right?
13 or 14, I never
Do you
graduated.
call, I heard you considered the 8th grade your senior year.
That's it, I'm done,
I've
I'm
been in
done.
grade for 6 years.
I'm
So
done.
yeah,
I'm
they go
I'm
right
Joe,
from,
I'm Joe Adams, high school class of 85, 86, and 87.
they go right from graduation in the 8th grade to work. So it's basically Amish.
Yeah, it's the Amish community.
And their workmanship, their craftsmanship.
Their
is no
craftsmanship
joke.
is second to none.
We built the outboat plant down the street here back in '91. They plus the Amish guys in to put the block walls up, and they're like laser straight,
Yeah,
perfect.
they
walls.
are,
They're like,
their efficiency
they're like incredible.
is unbelievable.
Those walls were so straight and perfect. The men of angle was incredible.
It's great stuff. Deuce, yeah, the good game, Pat, would that could bring some money in too.
Mhm,
So, yeah, we need Deuce is like our,
You should walk around with a sign on.
yes,
You know what I
he's
mean?
one of those sandwich board signs hanging
Yeah.
off of them there, just,
Which I saw in Allentown the other day, $14 an hour cash to walk around with a sign on.
really?
Yep.
I didn't even know that was a thing yet.
Yeah, make money.
Wow.
Well, we saw a guy was asking for money down there on Chew Street on the Wawa, and he's like, money, and stand in front of a yellow sign the size of my car that said, now hiring.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Unreal.
I'm lost.
Unreal.
That's, but
Wrap this up.
that's Rich's commentary. So, hey, thanks a lot. Like I said, tonight, be very, very careful.
Yep.
It's gonna be rainy and crappy and foggy, and there's gonna be other people on the road that shouldn't be on the road, so you need to be very careful.
Yes.
And if you think you had too much to drink, you probably have.
Yes, if it crosses your mind, it's
Yep.
too late,
Just,
so.
just remember, I have words that I live by when I was stationed overseas, would my mother approve me doing this?
Correct.
That's all you gotta think.
Think
That
about
puts it
that.
into perspective.
Yes,
So-
it does.
So for Bear, for Rich and myself, we thank you so much. We
Thank
love
you.
you all. We appreciate your patronage, and we're gonna be putting out another show here very, very soon. So stay tuned and have a great day. Happy New Year and God bless. Take care,
of their
everyone.
races. Seriously.
Once it got going, it got going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy overheats.
It's an interesting
Gonna
concept.
have to put some kind of fan or cooling on, I guess, well, if you put it on a car, it won't be, it's only gonna be on there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's gonna have air moving
Hopefully.
around it.
Yeah, it'll have.
Ever
it'll
seen
have-
indoor race?
It'll have
Yeah,
air
this is
blowing
true.
on it.
But at least there'll be some air, going on. Yeah. That one year I went, there was a 45 lap feature and it took an hour to run because they'd run a lap and caution,
Jesus,
run a lap
Lord,
every minute.
I can't deal with that.
I'll tell you what though, the crowds used to be really good at the indoor races.
Oh, they're garbage.
Last 2 years are horrible. I mean, you could throw a grenade in that place and not hurt somebody.
Yeah, this just dropped off a lot. We'll see. Well, one good thing is the phone stayed charged the whole time.
That trick worked.
It did. That's because it's hers.
Yep.
But I didn't know that they had a Willie Hector Gector double inflector connector.
I have it somewhere.
That's a huge.
That's all you do, plug in, boom. One,
Yeah,
one
that
goes
was
to the outlet, so you're
Yep.
charging, one goes to,
Yeah, then we're done.
Yep. Oh, this is still YouTube.
People watching, no interaction at all.